Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome on a Sunday afternoon. Yes. So let us begin with this. Some of you have requested me to revise the formula. So I'm revising the formula and then we'll move on to this thing, mean deviation, dispersion, quartile deviation, and standard deviation. Okay. We've already done them, but since you want them also, and then we'll be doing more sum 7. So these are the measures of central tendency where we are talking of arithmetic mean, geometric mean, then harmonic mean, mode, median. So now when we are talking of arithmetic mean, what is the formula for discrete variable? This is the formula, that is summation xi upon n. That is, we take all the numbers, we add them up, and then we divide by n. When we have discrete variables observations, but we're having frequency, then the formula becomes summation fi xi upon n. When we have a frequency distribution, then we have, and this is the formula for assumed mean, x bar is equal to a plus summation fdi upon n into c. Here you can use either of the formula. So we have used the simple where we find the midpoint, we multiply by f, and then we do summation fi xi upon n. This is only given to you so that if a theory question comes, you can, this is the formula for assumed mean. Now median. In median, what do? We first find whether or not the given frequency distribution is a continuous one. If it is not, then we convert the class intervals into class boundaries, and then we find the lower class boundaries. Then we find the less than cumulative frequency. After that, we find this number n by 2, and then we find the pre-median class, post-median class, and the class width. And then we use m is equal to L1 into bracket n upon 2 minus NL upon NU minus NL into C. For quartiles, what do we have is the same procedure happens. Here the NP is depending on the quartile. If it is Q1, we write down n by 4. If it is Q3, we write down 3n by 4. Okay. So that is the difference over here. Then we have mode. In mode, we choose the class which has the highest frequency. Okay, so that class is your F0. The class above it will be F of minus 1, and the class below it will be F of plus 1. And the same procedure, L1 plus F0 minus F minus 1 upon 2 times F0 minus F1, F minus 1 and F1 into C. Okay, what is the empirical relation between mean, median and mode is? Mean minus mode is equal to 3 times mean minus median. Geometric mean is the nth root of the multiplication of the variables. So nth root. So this is 1 upon n of what? x1 into x2 into x3 up to xn. And if we have frequencies also, then it becomes x raised to f1, x2 raised to f2, x3 raised to f3 up to xn raised to fn. And the whole thing, we find the nth root. And then we have the harmonic mean. So in harmonic mean, we have n upon summation 1 upon xi. Or when there is frequency given, then we have summation fi upon xi. So for that observation, what that frequency is, so that frequency divided by that observation plus next frequency divided by next observation. Okay, that way we add them up in the denominator. And n is what? N is summation f. Then we have what is known as mean deviation. So mean deviation, when we are talking about mean deviation, what do we do is that we have to find the arithmetic mean. After we have found the arithmetic mean, what we are going to do, we are going to find the difference of the observation from the arithmetic mean, and then we are going to find the absolute value. Okay, so mean deviation is absolute value of xi minus a. And then we sum them up upon n. Okay, and if we have a frequency, it will be multiplied by f. Again, n is equal to summation fi. So are you there with me till here? Yes, Abdesh, Shalini, Diksha, Chanchal, Bhumika, Zebba, Vishnu, Ishan, Sonali, Rafika, Rohini, Divya, Gunjan, Anu, Giri, Vibhu, Himanshu. Yes, Himanshu. Rohini, Chanda, Sagar. Yes, very good. Good afternoon. Yes, you can do that way also, Divya. Mean is equal to 3 times mode minus 2 times median. Okay. You just have to know one formula, and using that you can make the other formula also. Okay. Yeah. Good. You understood? Very nice. So, what is the relative measures of dispersion in relative? First, we are talking about coefficient of mean deviation. That is, we find the mean deviation divided by A into 100. And we use the property also sometimes that it is unchanged due to change in origin, but it is changes with change in scale. So, MD of Y is equal to B times MD of X. Then we have quartile deviation. What is quartile deviation? It is also a measure of dispersion. So it is semi-quartile range is equal to Q3 minus Q1 upon 2, and coefficient of quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 upon Q3 plus Q1 into 100. Okay. Then again we have this QY is equal to B times QX. And quartile division is the most suitable for open-ended classification. And then we have the standard deviation, which we were discussing last time at the end. It is the best measure of dispersion. It requires a little bit of calculation, but it gives you a better understanding of your data. So for discrete variable, what we do is S is equal to summation of under root of summation xi minus x bar upon n, and the x minus x bar is squared. You can use this way, or you can use the same formula as this way. S is equal to summation xi square upon n minus x bar square. And similarly for group data, what we are going to do? We are going to multiply this difference by f. So we have this f over here. Okay, so we have this f. So remember that you need to multiply by f after finding the difference. So you can do that, or you can do it this way: summation fi xi square upon n minus x bar square. So remember the frequency is not squared. So we will find the column of x square, and then for each x square we'll multiply by the corresponding frequency, and then we are going to add up that column. Okay. Variance is equal to x square, which is equal to xi minus x bar whole square upon n for unclassified data, and which is equal to summation f into xi minus x bar square upon n, which is nothing but square root. So we say that standard deviation is nothing but square root of variance. Okay. Standard deviation is nothing but square root of variance. Coefficient of variation. So CV is equal to standard deviation upon arithmetic mean into 100. Okay. So these are the formula that we'll be using. Okay. Also remember that standard deviation of n natural numbers is given by square root of n square minus 1 upon 12. Okay. So using this, they may ask you to find the value of n. And then you have this empirical formula 6 times QD. So QMS, which is 6 by 4. QD, quartile deviation is equal to 5 times mean deviation is equal to 4 times standard deviation. Okay. Again, you have to remember that SY, standard deviation, when there is a change of scale, so standard deviation is equal to B times standard deviation of the original data. And then we have N1 S1 square plus N2 S2 square. Okay. Yes, Bhargavi Vibhu. Now let us do this. 58926. We find the standard deviation and then we find the coefficient of variation. So standard deviation, how do I find out? I find out x I write down the value of x, and then I write down the value of x minus x bar. And then I write down the value of x minus x bar whole square. Okay. So we have 5, 8, 9, 2, 6. Okay. So first step is find x bar. Now what is x bar? X bar is nothing but summation x upon n. Now what is summation x here? 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 2 plus 6. So that is 30. So this is 30, and how many numbers are there? 5. So x bar is 6. So this will be x minus 6. Okay. 5 plus 8 plus 9 plus 2 plus 6. 30 and divided by 5, which is equal to 6. So 5 minus 6 is minus 1. Minus 1 square will be plus 1. 8 minus 6 will be 2. 2 square 4. 9 minus 6 3. 3 square 9. 2 minus 6 minus 4. Minus 4 square plus 16. 6 minus 6 0. 0 square 0. So this is what? This is 30. Summation x is equal to 30. And here summation x minus x bar whole square is equal to how much? 9 plus 4 plus 1 plus 16, 30. Okay, so standard deviation is equal to square root of summation x minus x bar whole square upon n. So this is equal to standard deviation of what is summation x minus x bar? 30 upon n is 5. So 30 divided by 5 is how much? 6. And what is the square root of 6? 2.45, which is equal to 2.45. Okay, just see whether you've understood this or not. Okay, and then coefficient of variation is nothing but standard deviation upon x bar into 100. What is the standard deviation? Standard deviation is 2.45. What is x bar? 6, sorry. 6 into 100 is equal to how much? 2.45 divided by 6 into 100 is 41.67%. Lumika, you've got 40.8. Others just see. 30 divided by 30 divided by 5 is this much. Square root is this much into 100 is this much divided by 6. 40.8. Okay. If you do it directly, then it is 40.8. Okay. If you have taken the whole figure, 2 point something something, it comes to 449. Then otherwise 2.45 divided by 6 is this much. Oh, it is 40.8. 40.83. Yeah. 2.45 divided by 6. Yes, you are correct. Yes, Vishnu. Right. Bala, I'll just see. What the question is. Next question is, we are taking question number 13. I think it's from set A, page 14.58. Let's see. What is the coefficient of variation for the following numbers? Okay. So directly they have not asked, they have not told you that you must find mean and then you must find standard deviation. But when they say you must find coefficient of variation, obviously you must find both of them. So numbers are x, then x minus x bar, then x minus x bar whole square. Now what I will do is, I will also show you how to find it using the other formula. So I will also do x square. Okay. And then we'll find the sum. Now what are the numbers? 53, 52, 61, 60 and 24. Okay. Now x minus x bar. So for that I need to find x bar. X bar is summation x upon n. What is n? 5. What is summation x square? Yes, Sakshi. Some sums we have done, but some had a little doubt, so we are taking them again. 53 plus 52 plus 61 plus 60 plus 24. So this is 250 upon 5, which is equal to 50. This is correct? Just check. Oh, 64. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is 64. So how much will be summation x? 53 plus 52 plus 61 plus 60 plus 64. That is 290 upon 5, which is equal to 58. Okay. So I've got 58. So 53 minus 58 will be minus 5. 52 minus 6. 61 will be plus 3. 60 will be plus 2. And 64 will be plus 6. Okay. Now what will the squares be? 25, 36, 9, 4, 36. So we have 72 plus 25 plus 30. So this is 110. Okay, so standard deviation will be equal to square root of summation x minus x bar whole square upon n, which is equal to square root of 110 upon 5, which is equal to 22. And what is its square root? 4.69. Okay. Now we have need coefficient of variation. Coefficient of variation will be 4.69 upon 58 into 100 divided by 58, which is equal to 8.09%. So this is the correct answer. Now I also wanted to show you how we will, if you require, you can find the standard deviation using this formula. Standard deviation is equal to square root of summation x square upon n minus x bar square. Okay. Now for this we need to find some square of these numbers. 53 square. Now how much is 53 square? 53 square is 2809. 280. Because there are two formulas, I want to show you that whichever formula you can remember, you can use that. 52 square is 2704. 61 square is 3721. 60 square is 3600. And 64 square is 4096. Okay. 28. So we'll add them up. 2809 plus 2704 plus 3721 plus 360 plus 4096, which is equal to 16930. So this is equal to square root of 16930 upon 5 minus x bar. What is x bar? 58. So 58 into 58 is 363364. Okay. So let us find 16930 divided by 5 is 3386 minus 3364 is 22. So which is equal to square root of 22, which is equal to 4.69. So for standard deviation, I have one formula. This is the first formula and this is the second formula. Okay. So using both the formula, I can find the standard deviation, right? Yes, Harshita, thank you. Okay, we will do that when the question comes. Okay, Shreya? Yes, Diksha. Sagar, where did you get 4.8? 4.69. Okay. Square root of 22. Yes. Now, this sum also is very easy. We've already done that. So, we know that the standard deviation of first and natural numbers is 2. So, standard deviation is equal to square root of n square minus 1 upon 12. So, when I do the sum, this is given to me as 2 is equal to square root of n square minus 1 upon 12. Squaring both sides, I get 4 is equal to n square minus 1 upon 12. And then we have 48, cross multiply. 48 is n square minus 1. N square is equal to 49. N is equal to square root of 49, which is equal to 7. Okay. So similarly, we have this. This is on the property. Okay. So for the property, we are saying that arithmetic mean and coefficient of variation of x are this and this. What is the variance of 15 minus 2x? Okay. So this, what does this mean is y is equal to 15 minus 2x, which is of the form y is equal to a plus bx. So a is equal to 15 and b is equal to minus 2. Okay. Once we have this, we know that arithmetic mean will be how much and what is the variance we need. Okay. So since we have done this sum, let us take the next sum. So you have to use these properties, use the property of arithmetic mean. So find y bar will be equal to a plus b x bar. Okay, use that, find y bar, and then you will be using the property of coefficient of variation. Okay. This is the comprehensive sum that I was talking about. Last time we have done this sum, but here we want to know this will, if you do the sum, you will be able to revise mean deviation about mean, coefficient of mean deviation, range, coefficient of range, quartile deviation, coefficient of quartile deviation, standard deviation, and coefficient of variation. Okay. So in mean deviation about mean, so this is the distribution of students whose weights are given, and for that we first find the mean. Okay, so this, when this interval is given, so find the mean, what should I do is I should find this midpoint first, 44 plus 48 upon 2, which is equal to 46. Okay, similarly when I find for everyone, this is 51, 56, 61, 66 and 71. Then I will use this frequency into midpoint. So this column I will fill. 46 into 3 will be equal to 138. Then this will be 204. This will be equal to 280. This is 427. 9 will be 54 plus 5. 594. 594, and this will be equal to 568. Okay, and then you will add. Okay, and then you will get x bar. Okay, you will get the value of x bar. So how much is this? 138 plus 204 plus 280, 427, 594 plus 568. 2211. Okay, x bar will be equal to summation fi xi upon n, which is equal to 2211 upon 36. So 2211 upon 36, 61.4. Okay. Once I have found the mean, now I can find the mean deviation. How do I find the mean deviation? From this, I will subtract each number x from the mean. Okay, I will subtract mean from each number, and then we will get x minus mean. Okay. Yes, can you do the complete the table for x minus mean? Yes, Arshdeep. You have to keep trying them. That's why I have revised these sums so that you are using more sums and you will be able to do it. Yes. Pranav, yes. Pranav, the answer is 7. Neha, yes. Good afternoon. Bala, yes, I will see what sum you are saying. Yes, Bibu, you can use CV as SD upon AM into 100. But first, for that, you must find standard deviation of y, you must find arithmetic mean of y, and then only you will be able to use that formula. Okay. Now, here we have found this. Then what will be the, this thing? 46 minus 61.42. You will have to complete this table. Then you will have to find the absolute value. Absolute value means what? You just have to remove all the signs. So x minus x bar, we'll find this, and then we will find x minus x bar into f. Okay. So this will be equal to 61.42 minus, how much is our mean? This is our mean, minus 46. So this is minus 15.42 into, this will be 15.42 because now I am finding this, into what is the frequency? 3. So this is 46.26. Now for 51, it is 51 minus 61.42, 10.42. This will be plus 10.42 into 4. It's 41.68. 56 minus 61.42, that is minus 5.42. This is plus 5.42 into 5. 27.10. This will become 61 minus 61.42. So this will be minus 0.42, which will become plus 0.42 into 7, 2.94. Then this will be 66 minus 61.42, 4.58. This is plus 4.58. It will become plus 4.58 into 9. So this is 41.22. This will be equal to 71 minus 61.42, 9.58 plus 9.58 into 8, 76.64. So plus 21.22 plus 2.94 plus 27.10 plus 41.68 plus 46.26 is 235.84. Okay. So we have what? We have now found out x minus x bar into L. Now what do I need to find out? Mean deviation about the mean will be equal to what? Summation of x minus x bar into f upon n. So this is 235.84 upon n. N is how much? 36. So this divided by 36 is equal to 6.55. Okay. Yes, Rekha. Good afternoon. Yes, very good. Sagar, Rohini, Bibhu. Ardeep, in this sum, we are trying to find the mean deviation. So first, for mean deviation, finding mean deviation, what do? We first find the mean. So we have found the mean. Mean is f into x upon n. So we found the midpoints, multiplied it with the frequency, and we found it this one. This is 2211. This is what? Summation fx. Okay, f into x. Now after that, I need to find mean deviation. Deviation means is what is how far the observations are from the mean. So for that, what do? I find x minus x bar. So x minus x bar, I found that. Okay. In the books, they have not given two columns. They have given one column. But I do that two column because sometimes I may get confused. I don't remember which sign to write or not. So I just don't need to remember anything. I will just do x minus x bar. Then in the next column, I'm writing x minus x bar, the mod of it. And then I'm multiplying with the frequency and getting the answer. This is because you remember, I have told you the formula x minus x bar. Okay. For group data, standard deviation is summation f of x minus x bar whole square upon n. This is the formula that we have used. Okay, and this is how we found mean deviation of x bar. Is it clear now, Arshdeep? Yes, Zeba, very good. Sagar, Zeba, Bhumika. Yes, Bala. Okay. Excellent, Sagar. Now, using this, now I found the mean, I have found the mean deviation. What else is required? Quartile deviation and coefficient of quartile deviation, range and coefficient of range, and standard deviation and coefficient of standard deviation. Okay. So you can, I have shown you how you are supposed to do the sum, and then you can continue with this. Okay. Practice the sum. If you're still not able to get it, I will do it again next time. Okay. Now in this sum, 17th sum, can you tell me what the range will be? Yes, anybody? Can you tell me the answer? What do you do for range? Find the largest number, then smallest number. Kanaya, in this, it is not 6, it is 36. Okay, in the earlier sum, it is 36. N is what? Number of summation of frequency. When you have discrete numbers, then you only see how many numbers are there. But in case of frequency distribution, you will add all the frequency. It is not going to be divided by 6, it is going to be divided by 36. Okay. Yes, this 17 sum, you've calculated the range. Excellent, Ishan, Rohini, Vibhu, Vaishnav, Chanda. Neha, how did you get 12? What is the smallest number? Smallest number is 9. Smallest is 9. Largest is 20. So 20 minus 9 is 11. So D will be the correct one. Now we want to find out standard deviation of 10, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16. Okay. Now what happens here is, can you tell me? Have I written this one? Here. How many tens are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tens are there, 4 16s are there. So what will be the mean? Mean is how much? 10 into 4 plus 16 into 4 upon 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how much is this? 40 plus 64 upon 8, which is equal to 104 upon 8. 104 upon 8 is 13. Okay, 104 upon 8 is 13. So I find x, then I find x minus x bar, then I find x minus x bar the whole square. Okay. So I have 10. 10 minus 13 is minus 3. Minus 3 square will be 9. And how many tens do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. For each of them, this will be the same. Then we have 16. 16 minus 3 is plus 3. 16 plus 3, 16 plus 3, 16 plus 3. So this is 9, 9, 9, 9. So how many 9s are there? 8 9s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is equal to summation 8 times 9 is 72. So I have standard deviation which is equal to square root of summation x minus xi, x minus x bar, the whole square upon n. How many numbers are there? 8. What is summation x minus x bar? This is equal to 72 upon 8 and square root. So how much is 72 upon 8? 9. So this is square root of 9, which is equal to 3. So C will be the correct answer. Yes, Sagar, very good. Now just tell me whether you've understood the 18th sum also. Same thing we have done. I'll just see which sum shall I say. Bala 14.2.10 in the dispersion sum, in the dispersion chapter you want. Okay. See, in this is the property, if all the observation are increased, that is addition by 10, what will happen? No change. Okay, no change. Now here, if the observations are all multiplied by 1, so this is multiplied by 2, then standard deviation will also be multiplied. Okay, by 2. Okay, so if all observations are multiplied by 2, your standard deviation would also be multiplied by 2. Okay, this we have already done. So it is just saying that quartile deviation is unaffected by change of origin, but it is affected by change of scale. This sum we have done. This second sum I will do. Okay. If Rx and Ry denote the ranges of x and y respectively, where x and y are related by this, what is the relation between x and y? So this is equal to 3x plus 2y plus 10 is equal to 0. I keep 2y to the left hand side and keep all others to the right hand side. 2y is equal to minus 10 minus 3x. So y is equal to minus 10 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2x. So y is equal to a plus bx. So a is equal to minus 5 and b is equal to minus 3 by 2. So what I know is that range of y will be equal to b times range of x. Range of y will be equal to, what is b? Minus 3 by 2, but I have a mod, so it will be 3 by 2 rx. Cross multiplying, I will get 2 of ry will be equal to 3 of rx. So C will be the correct answer. Is that clear? Yes, Bibu. Crystal clear? Very good. Yes. Bhumika, Zeba. Ismail, you should keep looking at the notification on the institute's website for mock exam. Okay. So whenever they are holding mock exam, the information will be available on the website. Yes, can you tell me this? Yes, Rohini, crystal clear? Very nice. What will be the coefficient of range? So first we must find the range. So to find the range, see if frequency distribution is continuous. Okay, that should be your first step. So is it continuous? This is 19, this is 20. So obviously this is not continuous. So I will make this continuous. So 20 minus 19 is 1. 1 divided by 2 is half. So this will be 9.5 to 19.5. 19.5 to 29.5. 29.5 to 39.5. 39.5 to 49.5. And 49.5 to 59.5. Okay. So what is the range? Range is equal to largest minus smallest. What is the largest? 59.5. What is the smallest? 9.5, which is equal to 50. Okay. Now coefficient of range will be equal to largest minus smallest upon largest plus smallest into 100. So this is equal to 50 and largest plus smallest will be equal to 9 18, 19, 61, no, 69, 59.5 plus 9.5, 59.5 plus 9.5, 69. Okay, so upon 69 into 100. So this is equal to 5000 divided by 69, which is equal to 72.4. So C will be the correct answer. Now if you check whether or not you got the answer. Yes, Pranav, Rohini, Jeba, Shalini, Bhumika, Diksha. Yes, very good. The range of x is 2. What would be the range of 2x minus 3x minus 50? So y is equal to minus 3x plus 50. But we need the information in the form y is equal to a plus bx. So this will be y is equal to 50 minus 3x. B is equal to how much? Minus 3. Now we know that range of y will be equal to beta times b of range of x. B of mod b is 3 minus 3, so 3, and to Rx is how much? 2. So what will it be? 6. Now what is the standard deviation of these numbers? Okay, so can you do that? 5, 5, triple, 999, 10, 5, 10, 10. This is 5, 5, 999, 10, 5, 10, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So see, there are 9 numbers. Let us see. So x is what? 5, 5, 9, 9, 9, 10, 5, 10, 10. 10, 5, 10, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many 5s are there? 3. So 3 5s. 15 plus 3 9s, 27, and 3 10s, 30. So this is summation 72. What are you asked to, asking you to find out? Find out the standard deviation. So for standard deviation, what will be your first step? Your first step will be to find the mean. So that is what we are doing. So then we will have the column of x minus x bar, and then we will have the column of x minus x bar the whole square. So what is x bar? X bar is summation f upon n. Summation f is 72, n is 9, this is 8. Okay, so x bar is 8. So 8, 5 minus 8, minus 3 square, 9. 5, this is again same. 9 minus 9, 9 minus 8, 1. This is 1, 1, 1. Then 10, 10 minus 8, 2, 2 square, 4. 5 minus 3, 9. Then this is 2, 2. 4, 4. So now what do I have? 12 plus 9. 12 plus 9. 1, 2, 3. Plus 33. So standard deviation will be equal to square root of summation x minus x bar the whole square upon n, which is equal to square root of 33 upon 9. So divided by 9, which is equal to 3.66 and square root 1.91. So we need to find what is the standard deviation of this. Now what they have done is they have given you the option in square root sign. They have given me the option in square root sign. They have not given a full value. So what I do is now here what happened is I got this answer. Now let me see what is the addition. 27 plus 12 plus 3. This is 42 not. This is 42. So this is not 33, 42. So this is 42 upon 5 upon how much is n? N is 9. N is 9. So this will be equal to square root of 42. Square root of 9 I know is 3. So square root of 42 upon 3 will be the correct answer. So B will be the correct answer. Is that clear? Summation x minus x bar is 42 and divided by 9 and I get the answer. Yes, very good. Yes, Seba. Ashdeep. Now what is the next sum that we have? If mean and standard deviation of x are a and b respectively, then the standard deviation of x minus a upon b is how much? Okay. Now mean and standard deviation, then standard deviation of x and b. Now for this, I must understand what is the property of standard deviation. What does standard deviation say of change of origin and scale? Have I written there? Have we written the properties of standard deviation? Let us check. Here. Standard deviation is affected in the same ratio due to change in scale. If two variables x and y are related by y is equal to a plus bx, then standard deviation of y is equal to absolute value of b into standard deviation of x. Okay, so we are going to use the same formula, the same property and find out this answer. Okay, so let us do that. So we have the property what? That standard deviation is dependent on only y. So now let us see. They have asked you to find out the standard deviation of this. x minus a. So y is equal to x minus a upon b. So y is equal to, now here I have to arrange it in the form a plus bx. Okay. So here I will write y is equal to minus a upon b, which is not, which is equal to plus, what is b? B will be equal to 1 upon b, which is equal to plus 1 upon b into a, x. Okay. X is 1 upon b into this. So therefore I will have standard deviation of y will be equal to 1 upon b standard deviation of x. Now mean of standard deviation of x is a and standard deviation is b. So b is given to you as standard deviation. So I cannot use the same symbol. So what happens is, here I will write this as, I have just written in words capital A, capital B. That is why. Okay. So standard deviation of y will be equal to 1 upon b. Standard deviation of x is how much? B. Okay. So standard deviation of b. And therefore I get, now do we have mod or not for standard deviation? Let us check. Do we have mod or not for standard deviation property? It has a mod. Okay. So because that answers are so close, by mistake we will pick the incorrect answer. Okay. So we don't want that to happen. Okay. So this is mod of this into x. Now how much is mod? This is 1 upon b into b. So this b will get cancelled. Standard deviation of y is equal to 1. So b will be the correct answer. Okay. Yes, I know. I will show it again. If the mean and standard deviation of x are a and b. Okay. Mean of x are a, standard deviation of x is equal to b. Okay, this is all information that I have. Now it is given by, we want to see, find the standard deviation of x minus a upon b. Find standard deviation of x minus a upon b. So what I do, I will put this as y is equal to x minus a upon b. Now we want this in the form y is equal to a plus bx in this form. So I will have to write this, rewrite this, y is equal to minus a upon b plus 1 upon b into x. So this 1 upon b, that is plays an important role, because we know that standard deviation of y will be equal to beta times standard deviation of x, b times. So standard deviation of y will be equal to, how much is this? 1 upon b. Now what is the standard deviation of x? Standard deviation of x is given to you as b. So into b. So this becomes equal to plus 1. Option, you have minus 1 also, but minus 1 is not considered because we are considering the modulus. We are considering the absolute value of this, of b. Is that clear? Yes? Diksha, which second formula? Okay, standard deviation second formula. Okay, let us do that. There are 1, 2, 3 5s, 3 9s, and 3 10s. Okay. So I have 5, 5, 5, 9, There are 3 5s, 3 9s and 3 10s, right, Diksha? This is the sum we are doing, 11 sum. So this is x. She wants to find the standard deviation using the second method, that is finding x square and then finding x bar. Now what is summation x here? So this is 30 plus 27 plus 15. 30 plus 27 plus 15, 72, right? So from here I get x bar, which is equal to summation x upon n, which is equal to 72 upon 9, which is equal to 8. Okay. Now let us find x square. Okay. This is 25, 25, 25. Okay. 20, this is 81, 81, 81. This is 100, 100 and 100. Now what will be the summation? X square. This will be equal to 618. Okay. This is 618. So what is the second formula for standard deviation say? It says that it is square root of summation x square upon n minus x bar square, which is equal to square root of summation x square is how much? 618. What is n? N is 9. What is n? X bar? This is 8. So this is equal to square root of 618 upon 9 is how much? 618 divided by 9 is 68.67. 8 square is 64. Okay, so how much is this? Minus 64. 4.6 square root of 4.6. And what is the square root of 4.67? 2.17. And what have they asked us? Now let us see. How much is square root of 42? Square root of 42 is how much? 6.48. This is equal to 6.48 upon 3 divided by 3. How much is this? This is 2.16. Same answer we are getting, right? 2.16. Okay, Diksha? It is only there they have represented this. This is also equal to square root of 42 upon 3. Okay. Because they showed you in square root form, that's why maybe you got confused. Yes, Bhumika, right. दिव्या क्या रिपीट करूं? The earlier one? ओके, ए अपन बी कैसे है? ठीक है, हम लोग क्या करते हैं? हम लोग ब्रेक ले लेते हैं, ब्रेक के बाद कर लेंगे. ठीक है? Okay, so let us take a break for 2 minutes. And then when we come back, I will explain this sum again. Thus, there is confusion in this only because we are using the same symbols, but all the same, I will take this sum again. Okay? 2 minutes. Okay, welcome back. So we are this sum is clear now. With both the methods, you are able to get the same answer. Now there is this confusion between about the 12th question. Okay, if the mean and standard deviation of x are a and b. Okay, just let me rub this here. Let me explain here. See, if the mean and standard deviation of x are, what does it mean? It means what? X bar is equal to A. Standard deviation of X, that is Sx, is equal to B. This is the information that is given to me. And respectively, means what? Mean kitna hai? X. A mean is A, standard deviation is B. Then the standard deviation of X minus A upon B is. Now they, what is the sum? This is a sum of change of origin and scale. Okay, have you understood? This is a sum of change of origin and scale, which means that y is equal to x minus a upon b. Okay, now using this, I'm going to write down x bar is equal to A, standard deviation of X is equal to B, and you are asked to find out the standard deviation of X minus A upon B. This is a sum of change of origin and scale. But we know that we must express the equation in the form A plus BX. Why I am using capital A and B? Because I don't want this and this to get confused. Okay. So y is equal to what? I have to express it in this form. So this can be written, y can be written as x upon b minus a upon b. So y is equal to minus a upon b and plus 1 upon b into x. Okay. So I have the formula that I know is that standard deviation of y is equal to b times standard deviation of x. Okay, it is affected by a change of scale. So standard deviation of y is equal to b. B is how much here? Now this is of the form y is equal to a plus bx. Okay. So if equation is y is equal to a plus bx, then standard deviation of y is b times standard deviation of x. Now what is b here? Capital B is 1 upon b. So this is 1 upon b. And what is the standard deviation of x? Standard deviation of x is already given to me as b. So into b, which is equal to b upon b, which is equal to 1. Okay. Because this is mod b, and therefore I have taken 1 upon b, okay, positive sign into b, which is equal to 1. So standard deviation of y is equal to 1. Now have you understood, everyone? Vishnu, yes, there is no need to get afraid. Now this is easy. Divya, I hope you've understood. Diksha has understood now. Yes, Jabba, Chanda, yes. Avdesh also got. Yes, Bhumika, you got the logic also. Right? Okay. Now, Vaishnav, you want set 1, unit 1, set C, question 5. Okay. Just let me see what you want. Okay, this is in the first unit. First unit set C, he is asking for this. Now the data relating to the daily wages of 20 workers are given. The employer pays bonus amounting to so and so to the wages earned in the wage group 50 and not more than 55, 55 and not more than 60, and so on. And lastly, 70 and not more than 75. What is the average bonus paid? Okay. So what you have to do here is that you have to just form the class interval. So what will be the class interval here? So for fifth sum, class interval will be 50 to 55, then 55 to 60, then 60 to 65, 65 to 70, 70 to 75, 75 to no, this is in okay. So I hope now you've understood. You have to just use this. Okay, that is it. True. So now you have to just use the tally marks and find out this is your class interval. Then you have to find the frequency and then you have to find the midpoint of this class. You will find the midpoint, that is x. Then you will multiply f into x. Okay, and then you will be able to find. So here these sums you should do for practice so that you know what tally marks are. But you will usually be given this information and then you have to find the average. Okay, is it okay now? Let me see this. So let us go back to the sums that we are doing. I think now you've understood this sum. Now let us go to the next sum. So what is the next sum? Find the coefficient of variation of the following numbers. 53, 52, 61, 60 and 64. We have already done this sum. Okay. Now let us, if the standard deviation of x is 3, what is the what is the variance of 5 minus 2x? Okay. Okay, so we have been given standard deviation as 3. And we have been given what is x, what is y, y is 5 minus 2x. What is y? Y is 5 minus 2x. Okay. Now they are asking you to find the variance of y. Okay. This is what they are asking you to find out. Now standard deviation is 3. So we know that standard deviation of y will be equal to mod b into standard deviation of x. Now what is y? Y is this much. So y is in the form a plus bx. How much is b? B is minus 2. So standard deviation of y, which will be equal to mod of minus 2 or standard deviation of x, which is equal to 3. So this is equal to 2 into 3. Standard deviation of y is 6. But they are asking for variance. Variance of y will be equal to standard deviation of y the whole square. So which is equal to cell square, which is equal to 36. Let us see whether or not we have this answer. So 36 will be the correct answer. Okay. Crystal clear? Yes, very good. Jyoti, Vibhu, Divya. Ardendra, you want page number for what? This sums? Okay, just let me check and I'll take the page number. This is from Unit 2 of Dispersion. This is page 14.58. Okay, this sum is from 14.58. Now let us see the next sum. If x and y are related by 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0 and standard deviation of x is 6, then standard deviation of y is how much? Is Kanaya modulus means the absolute value means we are taking only the positive values. Okay, Kanaya? So if x and y are this and standard deviation of x are this, and these are the type of question you will easily get in the exams because they are trying to know whether you understand the properties. Mathematically, whether or not you can do the sum, whether you can make a table or not is checked in your class 12th exam. Here in the CA exam, they will test whether you recognize the which property to use, how to do it. Okay. So if any equation is in the form y is equal to a plus bx, then standard deviation of y will be equal to absolute value of b into standard deviation of x. Now I have equation 2x plus 3y plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay. So 3y is equal to minus 4 minus 2x and y is equal to minus 4 upon 3 minus 2 upon 3 into x. And standard deviation of x is 6. So what we have, b standard deviation of y will be equal. What is the value of b? Minus 2 by 3. So it will become plus 2 by 3 because we are taking only the positive value or the absolute value. 2 by 3 into standard deviation of x is given to you as 6 into 6. So 3 ones are 3 twos are, answer is 4. Okay. So answer is 4. 15 sum, answer is 4. The quartiles of the variables are 45, 52 and 65. Its quartile deviation is. Okay. So you know that in quartiles you have 3 quartiles, Q1, Q2 and Q3. So this is my Q1, this is my Q2 and this is my Q3. So quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 upon 2. So how much is Q3? Q3 is 65. How much is Q1? 45 upon 2. So 65 minus 45 will be how much? 20 divided by 2, which is equal to 10. Okay, so A will be the correct answer. If x and y are related as 3x plus 4y is equal to 20 and the quartile deviation is 12, then the quartile deviation of y is. Okay. Now this is again, we need in the equation y is equal to a plus bx. Then quartile division of y will be equal to mod of b into quartile division of x. So I have the equation 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So 4y is equal to 20 minus 3x. Y is equal to 20 upon 4 minus 3 upon 4x. So A is how much? 20 upon 4. B is how much? Minus 3 by 4. So I have quartile division of y to be equal to b times quartile division of x. which is equal to 3 upon 4 because I am taking the absolute value. 3 upon 4 into 12. So answer is 9. So D will be the correct answer for 17. Yes, Himanshu? Yes, correct. B. Diksha? Yes, Diksha is also correct. Jyoti, I have already taken that sum. Yes, Pranav, very good. Keshav, what do you want? Okay, let me just see. Diksha 17th D, yes. Bhagat, Rajesh Bhai, right. Okay. Okay. Now let us take the 18th sum, then Keshav will get back to what you want. Okay. Now the standard deviation of first and natural numbers is 2. Then the value of n must be. This also we have already done, but I will just tell you that standard deviation of first and natural numbers is square root of n square minus 1 upon 12. So how much is it? Square root of n square minus 1 upon 12. This standard deviation is 2. 2 is square root of n square minus 1 upon 12. 2. So squaring both sides, I get squaring both sides, I get 4 is equal to n square minus 1 upon 12. So n square is equal to 4 into 12 plus 1, which is equal to 48 plus 1, which is equal to 49. So n square is equal to 49. So n will be equal to square root of 49, which is equal to 7. Okay. Okay, now let me see. Keshav, what do you want? What would be the mean marks? Modal marks is already given to you as 44. So that means this is your mode. Okay. So what is the formula for mode? So mode is equal to what? L plus F0 minus F of minus 1 upon 2 times F0 minus F of minus 1 minus F of 1 into the class width. Okay. Now they have already given you that this is 44. 44 is equal to L is the lower class boundary of the model class. So 44 means it is going to lie here. So lower class boundary is here. First I have to check whether the given distribution is continuous. Yes, it is continuous. So 40 is the lower class boundary. So 40 plus F0 I know is frequencies I don't know. Okay, that is the model frequency I don't know. F of minus 1. So this is F of minus 1 and this is F of 1. So F minus 18 upon 2 times FO minus 18 minus 12 into C. How much is C? 40 minus 60 minus 40. This is 20. Okay, so we have this 40. I will take it. This 40 I will take it this side. So this will be 44 minus 40 is equal to F0 minus 18 into 20 upon 2 times F0 minus 30. Okay. So 44 minus 40 is 4. 44 minus 40 is 4. So this is equal to, and then when I cross multiply, I will have 8 of F0 minus 240. 44 minus 40 is 4. 4 into this is 8 of F0 minus 240 is equal to 20 times F0 minus 360. Okay. So I take this 8F4 to this side and then this to this side. So I have 20F4 minus 8F4, that is equal to 12F4, which is equal to minus 240 when I take it to this side. Minus 360 when I take it to this side, it is equal to 120. So FO is equal to 120 upon 12. Answer is equal to 10. Okay, answer is equal to 10. So I have now got F0. Okay, so I found the missing frequency. What is this? This is the missing frequency 10. Now I have a simple sum for to find the mean. So how will I find the mean in this case? I will form the midpoint. How much is the midpoint? Here it is 10, 20, 10, 30. Okay, so X will be here midpoints 10, 30, 50, 70 and 90. Okay, and what are the frequencies? 5, 18, 10, 12 and 5. Okay, this is my F. Can I find out Fx? This is 50. This is 540. So 540. This is equal to 500. This is equal to 840 and this is equal to 450. So how much will be summation Fx? Summation Fx will be 50 plus 540 plus 500 plus 840 plus 450, which is equal to 2380. And what is the frequency total? 5 plus 18 plus 10 plus 70. That is 50. Okay, so X bar will be equal to summation Fx upon summation F, which is equal to 2380 divided by 50. 2380 divided by 50 is 47.6. Maybe there is an error in calculation, so it is 46 something. Okay, answer will be 46. Two, 3, 8, 0. This is 50. 18 into 3 is 540. So this is 540 plus 50 plus 500 plus 840 plus 450 is 2380 divided by 50, 47.6. So mean marks is 47.6. Ten, 5, 18, 10, 12, 5. This is 10. Then this is 30. Then 70. And then 90. Okay. Okay. Now let us go to the next sum. Yes, Chanda got it. Very good, Avdesh. You also good. Question 7, Divya, from the same set. See, Divya, for this, I'm not very sure that you can get such a big sum because this requires a lot of time, okay, for the 7th sum. So, till the 5th sum, it is okay, but for the 7th sum, I don't think you will need to do so big ones. Question 14, set B of unit 1. Question 14, set B. This has already been done. Bhumika, just you can see the video before the two episodes before. Okay, not the last one, before that one. You can see this. Okay. 14.29 set sequence. Don't, yes, there was in thing I'm telling to you and this one also. No, Bhumika, no need to do this. 20th sum. If AM and GM for 10 observations are both 15. Okay, this is on page 14.27 and for 10 observations, N is 10, AM and GM are both 15. What is the value of HM? Now, what is the relation? Okay, what is the relation between HM, AM and GM? Okay, this is the relation. Okay, AM is equal to AM is equal to GM is AM is greater than or equal to GM is greater than or equal to HM. Okay, GM and HM possess mathematical properties, but this is the relation between these three. So AM is greater than or equal to GM is greater than or equal to HM. So where is the sum? Okay. So what is the relation? AM is greater than equal to GM is greater than equal to HM. Now, in this present case, AM and GM of 10 observations are both 15. So, 15 greater than or equal to, it will be equal to 15 because arithmetic mean is 15, geometric mean is also 15. And so, HM will also be equal to 15. Okay, so it will be equal to 15. Before it has asked mean mark, so we found mean mark in the last sum. Bala, you want this? Unit 2, set B, set, where is it? Dispersion, example 14.2.10. 14.2.10. See, Bala, show that. You will not get questions like show that. Okay. So don't bother, because here this is a whole derivation and we don't have those questions. You have MCQs. So don't get confused with all this. Okay. This is there for your understanding that how you can do this. Okay. Now prove that. You don't need the proof that. You just need to understand that the standard deviation of first n natural numbers is n square minus 1 into upon 12. Okay. One sum I want to take over here. What is that sum? This also we have taken. For a group of 60 boys, students, the mean and standard deviation of marks is 45 and 2 respectively. The same figures for a group of 40 students, girl students is 55 and 3 respectively. What is the mean and standard deviation of marks if both the groups are pulled together? Okay. So, first we will find N1. So, N1 is equal to how much? N1 is equal to 60 because there are 60 boys. And what is there? X bar, X1 bar, X1 bar is 45. What is there? Sigma 1, this is equal to 2. Now N2 is equal to, there are 40 girls. X2 bar is equal to how much? 55. And sigma 2 is equal to 3. So we have n is given, n1, n2, and n1, n2 is given, x1 bar, x2 bar is given, sigma 1, sigma 2 is given. Okay. So now what I first need to find is x bar. The combined mean is equal to n1 x1 bar plus n2 x2 bar. So which is equal to 60 into x1 bar, which is equal to 45, plus 40 into x2 bar, which is equal to 55 upon 60 plus 40, n1 plus n2. So this is equal to how much? 45 into 60 is 2700 plus 55 into 40, 2200 upon 100 plus 2700 4900 upon 100. So answer is 40. Okay. Now once I have that, I can find D1. D1 is what? X1 bar minus X bar, which is equal to X1 bar is 45 minus 49, which is equal to minus 4. And D2, which is equal to X2 bar minus X bar, is equal to 55 minus 49, which is equal to 6. Okay. So what is the formula for standard deviation, combined standard deviation? S will be equal to N1 sigma 1 square plus N2 sigma 2 square plus N1 D1 square plus N2 D2 square upon N1 plus N2 with a square root sign, right? With a square root sign. Okay, so here they have shown you. Then what we will do is we will substitute. I don't have enough space here. Okay. So we have done till here. Okay. Now what happens is, now I have to just substitute 60 into 2 square plus 40 into 3 square, and we found out this minus 4 and 6. We will substitute here for D1 and D2, and then we get the answer. Okay. So this is question number 14.2.15. 14.2.16 is similar. Here what they have done is, we have to find the combined mean salary, and we have to find which is the more consistent, which is the more consistent. Which is more consistent. So what does consistency mean is, how can I find out consistency? I can find out consistency using the coefficient of variation. The coefficient of variation of 1, and we have to compare it with the coefficient variation of factory 1A and factory B. The coefficient of variation, wherever it is less, is the more consistent structure of salary. Okay. They are saying examine which factory has more consistent structure as far as satisfying its employees are concerned. So where the variation is less, it means that the factory is more consistent. Okay. So here again, similarly, we will use the combined mean formula N1 X1 bar plus N2 X2 bar upon N1 plus N2. Okay. So how much is this? 30 into 4800 and 20 into 5000. So this is 2, 4 and this is 50 divided by 50. So which is equal to 4880 X bar. That is a combined mean salary is this much. Now what is the combined standard deviation? Combined standard deviation will be equal to square root of N1 standard deviation of first factory square, N2 into standard deviation of second factory square plus N1 D1 square plus N2 D2 square upon D2 square upon N1 plus N2. Okay. So now what happens is, I have to find D1, D2. D1 I know is X1 bar minus X bar, which is equal to 4800 minus 4880, which is equal to minus 80. D2 is how much? X2 bar minus X bar. This is 5000 minus 4800, which is equal to 200. Therefore, my combined standard deviation is equal to N1, that is 30 into 10 square. This is standard deviation 10, that is 10 square 100 plus 20 into standard deviation of second, that is 12 square. So for 144 plus 30 into D1. D1 is how much? 80. So this is 6400 plus D2. N2 is how much? 20. 20 into D2 square. This is 200 square is 4. This much? 5000 minus 4880. 120. Sorry, this is not 200. This is 4880. This is 120. 120. So this will be 120 square. Is 14400. Okay. 80 6400 120 1440. And this whole thing raised to 1 by 2. This is upon 50. Okay. So I have to find the square root of this. So 14440 into 20 Then 640 into 30. Then 144 into 20 and 3000. So this is 485,880 upon 50 square root divided by 50 and square root 98.5. So, no, there is something. 30 into n square, 20 into n square. This addition is not correct. Okay, let me see what is here the addition. The addition comes to 30 square, 120 square, 4. Oh, okay, it is correct. So 98.58. Okay, so 90. This is the standard deviation of the combined standard deviation. Now we have to find out whether which of them is more consistent. So we are talking about CV. CV of A, CV of A and CV of B. Coefficient of variation of A is standard deviation is 10. Mean is how much? Mean of standard of that is 4800 into 100. So this is this is 0.208, and for here it is 12 upon 5000 into 100. 0.24. So A has a lesser coefficient of variation, and so it is more consistent with its salary structure. Okay. So 21 and 24. So we conclude that factory A has the more consistent salary structure. Now, Sakaldeep, you have to pay attention to the basics. Okay, so once you understand the basic, now like in this question, which is the more consistent? So for that you have to start applying your mind. It is not a question of only mathematics, because we are doing CA. So they want to check whether or not you apply your mind to the question. So here what is happening is you have to just see. You just need to know the basic formula of coefficient of variation, and then we have to compare the two. So variation wherever it is less is the more consistent. Okay. Yes, Bhargavi, yes, it's right. Yes, thank you so much. Bhumika also. Yes, Sagar. Keshav, not the lengthy sum, but this sum can come. So see what will happen. They are, instead of writing 10 sums, they have combined the questions. Okay, so in this question, see, for example, they may either ask you find the combined mean. Okay, one type of question can be this. Second type of question can be only standard deviation, or third they will ask you only which is more consistent. Okay, but for you to just take one sum and if you practice, you will be able to find out then. They will not ask you to find out all three. Or even when they ask you to find all three, there will be three different questions. So you'll get those many marks also. Okay. Not for one mark question, they will not ask you to find everything. Okay. Now, yes, Vivo got it. Yes, Sakaldeep. You have to pay attention to your own studies. Okay. So don't worry what others say. Yes, Bhairavi is also understood. 14.59. Pay attention to the theory also, because some of the you forget about questions about the theory. Read properly, do all the MCQs of theory very well. Okay, so there once you know the answer, you can quickly tick mark also, and then you can move to the problems also. Raghav, I think you joined in late because we have already taken the second question here. Just when we started itself, we have taken the second question. Okay, set B, second question on page 14.59. Okay. Now, when you have this mean deviation about median for the following data, so you may not get such big ones, but you may get for five observations. So you can get that. Second question I've already done. Fifth question also we have done. Eighth also we have done. Okay, eighth we have not done. Okay, let me see. Now 5y. Okay, these are the types of sums you can get very easily. You can get these. So we will write 5y is equal to 10 minus 10 plus 3x. Y is equal to 10 upon 5 plus 3 upon 5x. So y is equal to a plus bx form. Okay, which tells me that y is equal to 3 upon 5. No, not y. B is equal to 3 upon 5. So I have mean deviation about y is equal to mod b into mean deviation about x bar. Okay. So this is equal to 3 upon 5 into mean deviation is 12. So that is 36 upon 5, which is equal to 7.2. So A is the correct answer. These are the type of questions you will get. Okay, but for this, you should be able to understand. So solve those frequency distribution sums so that only for your understanding, what do you mean by mean deviation? What is mean? How do you calculate mean deviation, quartile deviation? So once you have done that, then you can understand and appreciate these sums. Okay. 10th we have done last time. Yes, Keshav, crystal clear? Now, Bhargavi, there is only space around the question paper and the last page you have to solve there. Yes, 14.57, yes. Okay. So set C questions you do for your understanding, but right now what we are doing is question number 8, 9, 10th. These are the type of questions that those are for you to be able to do those sums. Okay. Okay. The standard deviation, mean and standard deviation of for A and B are this and this respectively. The value of AB would be, okay. What would be the value of A and AB. So can you tell me the mean and standard deviation for A and B are 2 and 3. What are they asking? The value of AB. The mean and standard deviation for A. There's something missing in this sum. Mean deviation for A is 2. A and B are 2 and 3 and 1. There must be 4 values. So there are only 3 values over here. Okay. So there are 3 values. We need 1/4 value also. Okay. Yes, Zeba. That's what, Raghav, I'm telling you those only. These are very big sums. These have to be done for your understanding. Okay. Now question number 8. This can be asked by you. The mean and standard deviation of a group of 100 observations is 65 and 7.3. If 60 of these have mean and this, what is the standard deviation for comprising of 40? Okay. So in this case, what will happen is the mean and standard deviation for a group of 100. So what is the formula? Combined mean formula. Okay. What is the combined mean formula? X bar is equal to N1 X1 bar plus N2 X2 bar upon N1 plus N2. Now what are they saying? The mean and standard deviation for a group of 100 observations is 65. So this is 65. Combined mean is 65. N1 is how much? For one group they are saying that is 60. That group of 60 has a mean of 70. Another group will obviously be how much? 100 minus 60? 40? 40 into x2 bar, which I don't know. That is what I have to find out. Okay, what is the standard deviation for the group comprising of 40? So they may not go up to this much, but they may ask you what is the mean of the second group. Okay, upon 100. So this will be 6500 is equal to 4200 plus 40 x2 bar. So x2 bar is equal to how much? $650 minus 420, that is 2300 upon 40. So divided by 40, which is equal to 57.5. Okay. So they will ask you this much. Okay. This can be done, but it is a very lengthy sum, and so it becomes difficult for you to do such type of sums in 1 minute. Okay. If the two samples of sizes 30 and 20 have means this and variances of this, what would be the standard deviation of together? Okay. So here what they have done is, again, they have given you the mean and variances. So for this, what will you do? If you want to do this sum, first find the combined mean, then find D1, then find D2. And then you will have to square and do the sum. Okay. And then this sum like take done by mistake. Okay. So you just do that for your understanding. Make sure that you are doing this in all the units, set A and set B very, very well. Okay. Make sure you are doing that. 18th question, 14.58. Arshdeep, where were you paying attention? I've already told you how to do this. Standard deviation of n natural numbers is equal to square root of n square minus 1 upon 12. So substitute, you will get the value of n as 7. Okay. Question 715. Same the same. Okay. $19, not $18. Rashdeep. Okay, x and y are related. Standard deviation. If x and y are related this, and the standard deviation of x and am are known to be 5 and 10, find respectively the coefficient of variation is. See, coefficient of variation of x is how much? Is standard deviation of x upon mean of x, that is x bar, into 100. Standard deviation of x is how much? 5. Mean is 10 into 100 is how much? So this will be 50%. Okay. Now y is related, y is equal to 5 plus 2x. Now what will happen? How much will you, what will be the y bar? Y bar will be equal to 5 plus 2x bar. Okay. When we are, because mean will be affected by this. So y bar will be how much? 5 plus 2 into x bar. X bar is how much? 10. Right. So this will be 25. So then coefficient of variation of y will be equal to b times, will be equal to b times coefficient of variation of x, and not coefficient, sorry, standard deviation. Standard deviation of x. Okay. So we have to find standard deviation of y. Standard deviation of y will be equal to how much? This will be equal to, what is the value of b? 2. So 2 into this thing, that is 10. So 10. So 10 divided by 25. So 40. Let me check. Okay, so standard deviation of y will be equal to mod b into standard deviation of x. Standard deviation of b is mod b is how much? Y is equal to 5 plus 2x. So b is 2. What is standard deviation of x? X is 5. Standard deviation of x is 5. So standard deviation of y is how much? 10. And we have CV of y. Standard deviation of y will be equal to standard deviation of y upon y bar into 100. How much is standard deviation of y? Is this 10? How much is y bar? It is 25 into 100. So this is 1000 divided by 25. Answer is 40. Okay, so C will be the correct answer. Is that clear? Himanshu, some of those questions I will take next time, okay? Because we already run out of time. Yes, very good, Zeba, Sagar, very good. Okay. Yes, I will do this. You want chapter 13? No? Okay, I will look into it. What is it in chapter 13? Okay. Yeah. I will take them next time. Okay. Yes. So I think we should stop here for today. Yes. So have a wonderful Sunday, remaining Sunday. Have a great day. Bye. Yes. Thank you. You